She's not going to tell you, not directly. You won't get a text that says, "I'm falling for you and I don't know what to do with these feelings." You won't hear her blurt out, "I replay our conversations when I'm alone just to feel close to you again." Because that's not how women usually express it when they're secretly crazy about someone. Instead, they hide it in plain sight. They tuck it into the quiet things, the things that seem small to the untrained eye, but scream loud if you know what they really mean. It's in the way she lingers a little longer in conversation, the way her voice changes when she says your name, the way she notices things you don't even realize about yourself. And maybe you felt it. That subtle tension, that quiet shift, that energy that makes you think, wait, does she feel something more? But the truth is, most guys ignore the signs, not because they're clueless, but because no one ever taught them how to read the emotions women don't say out loud. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Because if a woman does even one of these two things, I'm about to tell you, she's not just into you. She's not just flirting. She's emotionally invested. She's making space for you in her thoughts, and probably in her future too. These signs are subtle, almost invisible. But once you see them, once you learn how to spot these two behaviors, you'll never again sit there wondering, is this something real, or am I just imagining it? So, if you've ever felt like she might be holding something back, or if you're tired of second-guessing what her mixed signals really mean, this video will give you the clarity you've been craving. Let's break the silence and reveal the two quiet things she does when she's absolutely crazy about you. Hi, I'm Amelia, and welcome back to Stoic Paradox, the channel where we don't just decode attraction. We dive into the subtle, soul-level signals that most people never notice, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. Because the truth is, relationships aren't built on what's said out loud. They're built on what's left unsaid, on what's felt in between the words. And when it comes to women, that's where the real story always lives. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever been around a woman who treated you just a little differently, but you couldn't quite explain why she wasn't overly flirty? She didn't say anything dramatic. She didn't confess her feelings in some Hollywood-style moment. But there was something there, a softness in her tone when she spoke to you, a kind of attentiveness, a way she seemed to light up slightly more when you walked into the room, and it left you wondering, is it just me, or is she into me and hiding it? That confusion isn't your fault, because most of us were never taught what female attraction really looks like when it's emotionally driven. We're used to looking for the obvious signs, the compliments, the flirting, the boldness. But that's not how most women operate when they're truly deeply drawn to someone, especially when they're trying to protect their heart. You see, when a woman is secretly crazy about you, when you've gotten under her skin in a way she didn't expect, she becomes more cautious, not more expressive. She starts testing the waters without ever letting you see she's doing it. She gets quiet about the feelings, but loud in her behavior, if you know what to watch for. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what those behaviors are. Because while every woman is different, there are two almost universal signs that she's not just interested. She's emotionally attached, invested, vulnerable, even if she's hiding it behind a calm exterior. These are not surface-level dating tricks. These are not pickup hacks. This is about emotional fluency, the ability to read between the lines of a woman's actions and see her heart before she ever admits what's in it. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, keep watching, because these next few minutes might change the way you see her forever. When she studies you like a language, she wants to speak fluently. When a woman is genuinely crazy about you, she doesn't just notice you, she absorbs you. She pays attention in a way that's different from everyone else. Not in a nosy way, not in a controlling way, but in a way that says, I want to understand who you are, not just what you say. She studies your patterns not to manipulate them, but because they fascinate her. How you talk when you're tired, what you sound like when you're excited, the words you choose when you're being sarcastic versus when you're being serious but pretending not to be. She remembers details. Most people forget the way you take your coffee, the fact that you hate small talk but love deep conversations after midnight. That little story you told once about your dad that no one else seemed to catch. And she stores these moments not to use them later, but because they matter to her, because you matter to her. It's the emotional version of learning someone's favourite song and wanting to memorize every lyric just to feel closer to them. You'll know this is happening when she brings up things you barely remember saying, or when she anticipates your needs before you express them. Like texting you something encouraging on a day she just sensed might be hard for you. She might even ask questions that catch you off guard, deep, thoughtful questions, not to challenge you, but to connect with you on a level you're not used to. And maybe you'll wonder, why does she care about these little things? The answer is simple, because she sees those little things as the real you. She's not just attracted to your looks or how you carry yourself. She's attracted to the way your mind works, the way your heart moves, the way your silence feels when you're just being you, and if she's studying you. Like this, like you're a book she can't put down, or a language she's trying to learn. She's not just curious, she's emotionally invested. She's trying to find her way into your world, quietly, respectfully, and with a kind of admiration. Most people spend their whole lives searching for two. She protects the space between you, like it's sacred when a woman is truly quietly crazy about you. She starts treating the emotional space between you like it's something fragile, something precious, something she doesn't want to damage by rushing, overstepping, or forcing. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's not a game, it's reverence. She's not just interested in you. She respects the connection that's forming. And that's rare because, let's be honest, most people either want to own someone or impress someone, but a woman who's emotionally drawn to you at her core. She wants to preserve the energy that exists between you. She's not texting you 20 times a day, not because she doesn't care, but because she does. She doesn't want to invade your mental space. She wants to belong in it naturally, freely, respectfully. She gives you room to breathe, but never disappears. She holds back from saying everything she feels all at once. Not out of fear, but out of deep awareness, because she feels that something meaningful is unfolding and she's trying not to rush it. You'll notice it in her quiet consideration, the way she never tries to make you jealous, the way she listens more than she speaks. When you're opening up, the way she doesn't force moments, she allows them to emerge. And here's the key. She's not just guarding her own feelings, she's guarding yours too. She doesn't just want a spark, she wants trust. That's why when you're with her, the silence feels full, the conversations feel unhurried, and the vibe between you feels almost safe. That emotional safety, that mutual space she's quietly nurturing, that's her way of saying, I want this to be real, I want this to last. Because when a woman is crazy about you in her heart, she doesn't come charging in demanding attention or validation. She creates a kind of invisible sanctuary around you, a space where you're free to be exactly who you are, without pressure, without judgment. And she does it not to control the connection, but to honor it. So if you feel like she's gently protecting the vibe between you, giving you space, but never pulling away, completely holding back, not out of coldness, but out of care, you need to understand that's not distance, that's devotion in disguise. Now, I want you to stop and think for a moment. Have you ever experienced a moment where you weren't sure if she was really into you, but everything about her actions told you that something deeper was brewing? Maybe you've noticed the way she studies you, the way she silently keeps her distance, not because she doesn't care, but because she's protecting what's growing between you. And maybe you've wondered, is this real? Am I just imagining things? Does she feel the same way? If any of this resonates with you, I want you to take a moment and reflect on her actions. Don't focus on the surface level words, the casual conversations, or the time she's been shy or distant. Look deeper. Look at the way she treats you, the way she shows up for you when you least expect it. Look at the small things, the little signs that reveal her true feelings, even when she doesn't say a word. And if you've seen those signs and they feel familiar, then you need to understand this. She's crazy about you more than you probably realize. But the key now is to recognize these signs and respond with the same care, depth, and awareness that she's been showing you if you want to know more about how to keep building a real, emotionally connected relationship where you and the woman you care about are completely in sync. Then hit that subscribe button right now. You won't want to miss out on more insights, tips, and real talk about building connections that go beyond surface level attraction. And if this video helped you understand those subtle emotional cues that tell you when she's deeply attached to you, drop a comment below. Let me know what you've noticed about the women in your life. Have you seen any of these signs? Let's chat about it. Thank you so much for being here with me today and for diving into the layers of connection with me on Stoic Paradox. I'm so grateful to have you as part of this community where we explore not just the surface of attraction, but the deep emotional currents that shape our relationships and connections. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and share it with anyone who needs to hear these insights, because we all deserve to understand the subtle things that make a relationship real and lasting. Remember, when it comes to love attraction and emotional connection, it's the quiet moments that speak the loudest. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay true to yourself and never stop learning how to truly understand the people who matter most in your life, your